Today is September 11th. In 2001, September 11th, over 3,000 people were killed by a foreign terrorist. Unfortunately, the Taliban, who harbored these terrorists, are back in power of the same country that they harbored the terrorists in. Wasn't it inevitable? Probably. We probably could have stopped it. Or could we? Here's the problem. When Trump signed the deal with the Taliban, the deal had preconditions. And some of the preconditions was temporary ceasefire, permanent ceasefire, and then power sharing. So yes, the Taliban would have some power, but they were supposed to have all the power over the country. Now, when Joe Biden got in office, he decided there would be no preconditions, and he was going to change the withdrawal date to August 31st. Now, no precondition to Trump's preconditions. Now, Trump was basically saying, hey, you don't do this, we're not pulling out. We're not fully withdrawing. Biden's like, I don't care about any conditions, no conditions. I want us out. So, 13 service members were killed because of Biden. And it was because of his evacuation strategy. It's not what withdrawal itself, but how he did it. He didn't start evacuating until 1 week, the last week of July. He announced this in April that he was going to withdraw on August 31st. So it was very chaotic, getting all the Afghan civilians, getting all the military service members, trying to get them to places where they can get vetted and stuff like that. Or come to the United States if they actually worked with us directly and they already been vetted at the time if they worked with us directly. So we're trying to figure out this. So 13 service members killed, civilians killed, Afghan civilians, and all because of a failed evacuation strategy. Now, Biden did the typical, he went to the memorials and spoke and said uniting and stuff, but there's nothing he could do to unite the country because of what he did with dealing with what happened in Afghanistan. And now because he saw his poll ratings go down, has mandated all private employers that are 100 or employees to either force their vaccination or do weekly testing. And his secretary, his press secretary, admitted they knew the companies were not going to do the weekly testing because they wouldn't allow the free testing. No. The companies have to pay for the testing. And the companies are not going to pay for hundreds of thousands of employees that are unvaccinated get tested weekly, so they're going to force the vaccine. So, well, because of his poll ratings, Biden's going to, in honor of September 11th, we're going to have, his typical honor for September 11th, we're going to have more homeless people on the streets because they're going to still refuse the vaccine. And Democratic governors have already said they're not going to give them an appointment. They're going to disqualify them. So you're going to have people on the streets. Thanks to this president. And because he has the medical community on his side. Because, they're getting financial incentives to push this vaccine. Well, if an unvaccinated person be laying on a ventilator, asking for some treatment, and the doctors refuse to give them even FDA authorized treatment like Regeneron and Remdesivir. Because That's not the vaccine. So, uniting America? No. What he has done is divided America. Not just in Afghanistan, but now these mandates and his focus on vaccination instead of treatment. Because he wants to count the doses, the number of doses, and he wants to get praise for the number of doses. Because you know why? He loves the place. You can't praise for the number of treatment. Get praise, but that's what his focus is. He has divided America, and large corporations are scared to challenge him because they're scared of the boycotts by Democrats, Democratic voters. Well, this the only thing I want to tell you this. We're gonna have a homeless problem. His economy is gonna go under, which that might be an upside. His economy going under. I feel bad for the people that are gonna be unemployed, including me, because I'm not getting that vaccine. Because I don't know all the side effects, because the administration hid some of the side effects that came out in leaks of newspapers and reputable mainstream media that finally told the side effects because it was a leak, and then the FDA had to admit it. The CDC had to admit these side effects because all he wanted to get these doses. 2 FDA officials resigned because of him. And they said that he didn't care about the efficacy of the vaccine. He was caring about the doses. That's why he pushed the boosters. Because that adds doses that he can get praise for. So, I don't know what to tell you, but there's no uniting. After all the things he did, his decisions. I think he doesn't even give a care. So all he cares about is self and getting in place. And they said that about Trump. But look at Biden. That's all Biden's care. He's not caring about the sick people and dying people. He didn't care about those service members that got killed. He cared about his withdrawal deadline. It had to be that withdrawal deadline. No preconditions. No changes. And then on the vaccination, it's all about the vaccination, not treatment. Because he wants to get the number of doses and praise for it. This is a sad day. September 11th, it's going to be recognized as Joe Biden's authoritarianism. Thank you.